Why are some experts stirring up controversy and muddying the waters in already complex family court debates? It's a question that demands careful consideration, especially when the well-being of families and children hangs in the balance. The courtroom should be a place of clarity and reasoned arguments, not a stage for sensational claims and unsubstantiated accusations. Meet Bandy Lee, a self-proclaimed violence expert who has recently been making some serious and rather alarming claims within the context of family court proceedings. Her pronouncements have raised eyebrows and sparked considerable debate, prompting us to take a closer look at the basis for her assertions. Let's break down what's really going on behind these headlines and sound bites. We need to dissect the information, separate fact from fiction, and understand the potential impact of these claims on the lives of vulnerable families. This requires a thorough investigation and a commitment to uncovering the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. So, who exactly is Bandy Lee? What is her background and what qualifies her to speak on these sensitive issues? Understanding her professional history is crucial to evaluating the credibility of her claims. She's a forensic psychiatrist and violence expert, specializing in the intersection of mental health and the legal system. Her expertise lies in assessing the psychological factors that contribute to violent behavior and providing insights in criminal and civil cases. Who taught at Yale University for a significant period of 17 years, shaping the minds of future psychiatrists and contributing to the academic discourse on violence and mental health. She held a faculty position, lecturing and conducting research within the prestigious institution, until she was ultimately let go from her position for violating the Goldwater Rule, a principle that governs the ethical conduct of psychiatrists when commenting on the mental state of public figures. This dismissal raises serious questions about her judgment and adherence to professional standards. By diagnosing public figures she'd never met, offering her professional opinion on their mental fitness without the benefit of a proper examination or clinical interaction. This practice is widely considered unethical and a breach of professional responsibility within the psychiatric community. Impressive credentials, sure, a long list of accomplishments and affiliations, but here's the twist: a critical piece of information that casts a shadow of doubt on her expertise in the specific context of family court. Lee has zero background in the intricate and specialized area of family court issues. Her expertise in violence and forensic psychiatry, while valuable in other contexts, doesn't automatically translate to competence in this field. Like parental alienation, a complex phenomenon involving a child's unjustified rejection of a parent, false abuse allegations, which can have devastating consequences for all involved, or parent-child contact problems, which require a nuanced understanding of family dynamics. No published research in these specific areas, no real-world experience working directly with families navigating these challenging situations. This lack of direct involvement raises serious concerns about the validity of her opinions and recommendations. Yet now she's claiming to be an authority, presenting herself as a knowledgeable and reliable source of information on these highly sensitive and specialized topics within family law. Recently she testified at the Arizona Family Court Committee, a legislative body tasked with examining and improving the family court system in the state, making some wild accusations, presenting a narrative that has been met with skepticism and disbelief by many within the legal and mental health communities. According to Lee, judges are supposedly hunting for experts, actively seeking out individuals who will support their predetermined outcomes in custody cases, who will help them give custody to abusers, intentionally placing children in harm's way for reasons that remain unclear in her accusations. This is a grave and serious allegation that demands rigorous scrutiny. Really, Miss Lee? That sounds more like a conspiracy theory plucked from the internet than a well-supported fact based on empirical evidence and sound reasoning. She also claims parental alienation isn't real, dismissing the experiences of countless families and the extensive body of research that recognizes it as a legitimate concern in high-conflict custody cases, and calls the AFCC, the Association of Family and Conciliation Courts, a respected association of family court professionals, a key player in shaping best practices and promoting ethical conduct within the field, a profit-driven group in on the conspiracy, suggesting that their motives are driven by financial gain rather than the best interests of children and families. But AFCC members are judges, researchers, leading academics, and experienced practitioners who dedicate their careers to improving the lives of families involved in the legal system, and policymakers at the top of their game, individuals who are committed to evidence-based practices and ethical decision-making in family court. Lee even threw out numbers alleging that Up to 100,000 children, a staggering figure that should raise immediate red flags, a year are sent to soul murder, a term she uses to describe the alleged psychological damage inflicted upon children in custody disputes. Where's this data from? What is the source of this alarming statistic? What methodology was used to arrive at this conclusion? The only source anyone can find, after extensive searching and fact-checking, is a non-peer-reviewed press release, lacking the rigor and scrutiny of academic research. Not real research, not a scientifically sound study published in a reputable journal. It's an unsubstantiated claim presented without the backing of credible evidence. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? What are the key lessons we can learn from this situation? Don't be dazzled by fancy credentials or impressive titles if someone's peddling conspiracy theories and making unsubstantiated claims. Just because someone has a degree or a title doesn't automatically make them an expert in every area. Think critically, examine the evidence presented, and always engage in thorough fact-checking before accepting information at face value, and always question wild claims, especially when they lack supporting evidence and contradict established knowledge within the relevant field. Like and share this video if you want more myth-busting and in-depth analysis of complex issues in family law, and stay tuned for our next deep dive into the world of family court, where we'll continue to explore the facts and challenge the misinformation.